was a long movie. But to be honest with you guys, I really did not want this movie to end. And sure enough, it gave me the exact amount that I wanted. You'll see why in a moment. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the second movie of the well-acclaimed trilogy based off of the second book of said well-acclaimed trilogy, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Hooking me up like a hanger this time around. Anyways, it follows the continuing quest of Frodo and the Fellowship to destroy the One Ring. He and his best friend Samwise Gamgee has discovered that they're being followed by the mysterious Gollum, played by the mocap master himself, Andy Serkis. Aragorn, the elf archer Legolas, and Gimli the dwarf encounter the besieged Rohan kingdom, where the once great King Theoden, played by Bernard Hill, has fallen under Saruman's deadly spell. Whew, alrighty. First off, let me just first congratulate this movie for sucking me in right away. I mean, right when the movie first started, no spoilers, but right off the bat, I'm already shot like a harpoon. Well executed right there. Immense props to New Line Cinemas for its attention to detail and its world building. Keep that up. Also the direction by the one and only Peter Jackson. He still is a legend when it comes to directorial work. He knows how to get the audience engaged, and that's what I love about filmmaking, unlike some other dishonorable mentions out there. Anyways, tangents aside, all I'm saying is that the dude kills it when it comes to coaching Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, and the rest of the most well-talented actors to play their parts. Hopefully he brings it all home once I both finish the book, and once I have time to watch the big finale of the trilogy, The Return of the King. So stay tuned, it's gonna be awesome. Overall, keep up the great work, Peter Jackson. Also, the CGI in this movie? Holy cow! From the Balrog of Morgoth to Gollum himself, everything looks a bit updated compared to its previous film, The Fellowship of the Ring. Not to say it's way better, but you know what I mean. You can check out my review of that if you want. But I'm just saying, the budget into making the CGI for this film was pretty well spent to me. Also, here's something that you guys might not have noticed. When I checked the end credits for this movie, I just realized that the CGI used for this film was not only done by a CG developing company named Weta, but it was also done by Pixar's RenderMan. Insane, right? Even I was completely surprised until just now. That makes the movie all the more special. Anywho, all I'm saying is I enjoyed the CGI in this movie. It looked awesome. Moving on. Even the Kim Morgan cinematography looks updated, whether it's for an action sequence or just show off beautiful landscapes of New Zealand, which was the place that these movies are filmed in, which I find impressive. But either way, they look awesome in this movie. I mean, they do use shaky cam as well, but they only use a minimum amount. And that's never a bad thing whatsoever. The rest is just beautiful shots of New Zealand that flows with the movie at hand. Keep up the great work. Even the story of the film is accurate to the book. Like, for example, there's a scene involving the Ents, which are basically giant walking, talking trees. But there was a scene where one of the Ents is talking with both Merry and Pippin about the lush woods, and where he's telling stories about the times of war they had. Right there, I was like, oh, I remember that scene. That was from the book. I like that. Just like with The Fault in Our Stars and with The Hunger Games so far, when movies like this adapt those scenes from its source material that it was based on, as a director's medium junkie myself, they did so darn well doing it. And that's no small feat if I do say so myself. Even the characters were more developed and honestly relatable to watch. Like in the scene where both Frodo and Samwise are escorting Gollum as their guide to get to where they need to go, the movie dives deep into situations on whether or not they should trust Gollum, or if they should unleash him and let him roam around Middle-earth all he wants for the rest of his life, even without the ring. And you know what? I might have to give huge props to Peter Jackson for capturing that depth, because that whole moment was from the book as well. So again, huge kudos to Peter Jackson for incorporating that to the big screen. Awesome job, dude. And as for the drama in this film, all I have to say about it is the fact that it's Lord of the Rings. What else do you want from them? The drama is always on full display in this movie. And you know something? I'm loving every single minute of it. Let's try and keep it that way. In the end, I can't find anything negative to say about The Two Towers. I thought it was a worthy sequel to the trilogy with awesome looking CGI, well developed characters, great Oscar level acting, and most of all, it was very accurate to the second book, and I cannot wait to see how it all ends in Return of the King. So stay tuned once I have the time. But in the meantime, I rate The Two Towers a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend it. Such a great movie. Cannot get enough of it. So The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Have you seen it? If you haven't, please go watch it. You are totally missing out. It's so awesome. But for those of you who have, then come back and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also, follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions of movies, TV shows, and trailers. I'll put the link of it below in the description so you can download the app for yourself. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.